I'm not asking this question, but ask that question. Are you really serious about that learning 10 days? You just go for a day or two and then get out. It's not 10 days project. What we expect that you carry that message throughout in your life when you become a manager, and then try to develop society a section where they really require help. That is what is an objective. Objective is not your marks and all that. Marks to hum dete hi hai. You agree or no? Because there is a lot of backlog and then re-examination and re-evaluation and then beda par at the end. Friends, be serious. Yesterday somebody asked me a question. I was at Indrayani College, Talegaon. He said, how to develop discipline in a country? I think that is the biggest problem in our country. You all know, I mean, induction, hum honge kamayab ek din. I'm not going to talk about that. When are we really going to be successful? I'm not asking you that. But how to develop discipline? If you want to be a good leader, first you have to impose your self-discipline. 3 days back, I was driving a scooter coming from Lakshmi Road and going to Hotel Darshan. 3 stops in between, 3 signals. And we stopped at every signal, and there was another elderly person beside me. And we saw a lot of people are jumping the signal. And then we started group discussion. Because 3 minutes, 2 minutes, they said, क्या हो रहा है इंडिया में? देखो, jump कर रहे हैं, हम पागल है, ये है, वो है. एक signal हो गया. Next signal at Alka Theatre. Same thing happened. We both were, waiting for signal to become green, and others are passing. And look at signal or rules and regulation, especially traffic, is for your safety as well as the other users of the road, but people have forgotten that. 3 or 4 members on a scooter has become a common thing. And we are talking about discipline. I always talk about ragda. Unless you have a ragda, you don't shine. That is what we have learned in army. And that too, I am sure, IPS officer like Sanjeev. Because discipline won't come unless and until there is an enforcement, especially in India, we will not become disciplined. Friends, we are passing through a very, very bad phase, and you are the future of our country. What, I'm not going to discuss here about politics, but what change our party has brought in Delhi, I think that is a good management study. Question is, are these people going to be successful? Because our society is corrupt, and in a corrupt society to remain uncorrupt is a big challenge. It's a big challenge. I've gone through that. I keep on sharing with you a lot of things. When you to say no, for when I was offered a 1 lakh rupees for some inspection, I have not taken that. Let me again mention that. But then that day I could not sleep. It was a 5-star hotel, Hyatt in Calcutta. I went on a AIU visit. Question is how to sustain. We are talking about that. How to sustain in such a non-corrupt environment. Future leaders, please think about it. I will not talk all the point, but concentrate on your learning. Develop your leadership. Like for example, task-based leadership. Those who are working for this task, if you settle the bill within a day or 2, I think you are trying to develop your leadership. Let me tell you that. Because you have to develop that culture, you have to develop that attitude, you are going to join corporate sector, you are going to take advances, and those advances are required to be settled within shortest possible time. In Thermax, we used to call IOU money. Fine? You take 50,000, and the moment that particular activity is over, you have to go back and give that money back. Please understand. I mean, I know when I was a head, 2 events, and we are still, probably Ranjit will confirm, we are still settling the bills. This is not a leadership. This is not learning management. Sorry, I am talking in front of our guests, but I think they will not mind because everywhere this is happening. Okay, this is what is a common problem. When you know you are learning planning, you should plan in advance. This seminar, 11th January seminar, was planned 2 months in advance in the purchase committee. So there was no problem of getting the purchase order When I was a head, I have done that. 3 activity, corporate and symbols, this. But chapter meet was a big problem. Sorry, I mean, don't laugh. I mean, friends, next year you are going to, and what I have to learn from alumni, and I have to literally protect your seniors there at Bombay chapter meet. Fine. And those who are really coming on head on, what is happening in Pumba? And they were blaming me, Captain, you are not doing your job. Captain's innings are over, let me tell you. Another 2 months, I am going to retire. I am going to view from 2 years, I am going to be there. Vice Chancellor assured me an extension. But I am going to just, view what is happening in Pumba. And wherever possible, I will come in heavily. Attitudinal change is one such subject we are thinking of putting in new syllabus, because we need to develop attitude. Fine. Leadership will come later. In a career pathing, probably you are going to get a lot of opportunities where you are required to take decisions, and the decisions may be risky, but you have to take a decision if you really want to go up in a career ladder. Lastly, a thought came to my mind, again those motives. Remember these 4 motives. You have to have achievement orientation. Whatever you do today, seminar, at the end of the day, you just go and write down what is the takeaway from today's activity. And keep on jotting down this takeaway. I learned this from one Mr. Chaukar of Tata, director. Such a senior person, when he was coordinating a panel discussion, at the end, when he was taking a review of all esteemed panel members, he said, today is my takeaway from, say, Sanjeev is this. Like that he did. At that level. So take away, fine. So achievement orientation, affiliation orientation. I think you have to have a good networking. If you want to be a good leader, probably you have to have a good networking. And networking not just to get something. Normally what happens, I've seen, when somebody is having a job in his hand, 10 fellows will be after him. But when fellow is not having any job to offer, nobody will look after. That happened in Pumba 10 years back. One girl was escorting one manager from Telco. They were sitting in my cabin in an old location. And he came to visit me, and then he wanted to attend some function in Naneshwar, Savagra. So this girl happened to be from placement. She said, any placement? She said, this year we don't have a placement. The moment he said, we don't have a placement, this girl walked out. And never bothered to escort him from our old department to Naneshwar. Attitude. I'm giving you a case. This is a wrong attitude. You never know, that fellow, maybe after 2nd year or 3rd year, he would have given 4 or 5 placements. But don't be that choosy and that selfish. Fine? So you have to have a good affiliation. Develop contact. Once you get your power, once you get your position, you're going to get a power and develop competence. Yesterday, in the seminar, one senior person from industry said, intelligence and intellect. Try to find out the difference between 2. Intelligence, use 4H, use your head, which talks about intelligence, commitment, heart, skill, and health. This morning also somebody talked about health, physical as well as psychological. And then intelligence and intellect. Friends, today's seminar is not only just to conduct an activity as a ritual, but then we all have to learn something from this. I'm very happy that you're learning to all these speakers. Take away something. You're going to be leader. During your career path, you're going to get an opportunity to jump from the airplane, with a parachute. But that particular risk of jumping from a plane, at some stage you have to do. That parachute is going to, open. Fine? Don't worry about it. If it does, then somebody says, okay, take another parachute and go up, if you have survived. Friend, last experience. It's not just to make a collar tight. 15 days back, I got an opportunity to have some firing at a range about 100 meters. I was firing after 16 years. And 10 out of 10 bullets were on the target. And my JC was very happy. So I shared this with my senior, a person who retired as Lieutenant General. You know him, Surjit Singh Sangra. You know what he said? Shekhar, you know your targets and you're always focused. I learned from his sharing. Friends, I'm sharing that with you. You should be focused, you should have your target fixed and concentrate on that particular target. Success will come eventually. Thank you very much. I think now the session is open. We have 15 minutes strictly for question answer. Please do ask questions. Next speaker is already here. Please, take opportunity.
Sir, you were speaking about the haves and the have-nots. We've been studying about the bottom of the pyramid and how all the wealth is over there. But in this process, aren't we missing out on one more segment? That is the middle sector, the great Indian middle class. And this is the place where if enough opportunities are provided, this sector can move up. And if enough opportunities are not provided, this can go down. So how can we, what kind of leadership, what are the steps which we can take as individual to, do something about it?
A very interesting question. In fact, if you ask me personally, as usual, I'll be blunt. It is the middle class which has got best of the benefits after 1991. What has happened is, it is this particular middle class and people coming from middle class who have actually moved from the middle class to the higher level of pyramids. And we are not really bothered to look down on the lower strata because we are become so self-centric. Today, most of the reasonably well-to-do middle-class families, which have moved from lower middle class to upper middle class, education, normal, jobs abroad, normal, deputation abroad, normal. Most of the middle class from the urban areas, first visit abroad thanks to their kids. Kids matlab son or daughter, mostly the first visit is for the first delivery. There's also part of it. But you are now exposed. Now what is happening is, this is the class which has got a lot of money from 1991 because service sector has grown much. Please appreciate that when you talk of lower or bottom of the pyramid, that is the sector which is basically depending upon physical work and labor part of it. It is not depending on the skills. So it is our job as a middle class people who have got an opportunity to leverage whatever we had and then focus upon the people down the line to give them the necessary knowledge and skills so that you can upgrade them. And as you said, going to a farm, today going to a farm is what? How many of us know how to go for plantation? How many of us can describe the process right from even before plowing? We call it rab. Yeah. Then processing, and then how many of us can actually go and cut without cutting your own hand? See, problem is we are moving away from the physical aspect part of it because physical labor dignity we have lost, and that is one of the reasons which is causing problem for the lower sector. So our idea is we should recognize the dignity for physical labor, share our knowledge and skills and enable the people from the bottom of the pyramid to move up by imbibing them skills which we are privileged to have. I hope I have answered your question.
Now, when I shared that particular experiment, if you are there with me first year, maybe in the month of July, we'll go and spend one day in that Windsor. How many of you are interested? Very good. But this is a commitment, fine? If you want to be a leader, you have to give me a commitment. Done. Yes. Second, next week, probably in the afternoon, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, we are going to have a lecture by our traffic branch. I will not say it's a compulsory, but I think all juniors must be there because the topic which I've just opened, and everywhere the Suraksha Saptah is on. We have to, organize Suraksha Saptah. It's a really bad thing, Friends, whatever I'm bringing in Pumba, I've been bringing, and this is for your benefit, fine? You people have never taken a lead. Bharati Vidyapit got an award for this Suraksha awareness by Government of Maharashtra, the topic which I have been sharing with you for last 1 year. 15 days, they are done only for 15 days. And I never thought of any, prize or decoration or recognition. No, I want you people to go to society and try to understand what is happening. And develop that self-discipline in you. That is my objective. We are not working here for recognition. But our friend over there, a dean, he took that and they are quite successful. Working with that society, and there was a block and we stopped. कि नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं हो सकता. अरे कैसे नहीं हो सकता? Go to iBank, talk to people, go on your own, talk to those beneficiaries, get an information and give it to society. Ki this is what we are doing. But for that you will have to work after office hours. Are you ready? No management institute has done that kind of social work. Let's do it. You have to come for. Management is not wherever there is a block, you drop it. No. Try to find out. Go around that particular blockage and get the things done. Friends, these are the ideas which will take Pumba at a higher echelon. Next question.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. My question is to Sanjeev Joshi, sir. Sir, this question is related to a recent news and the country's reaction to one of our IFS officer, Devyani Khobragade. There is a deep valley between the country's reaction to the treatment given to Devyani Khobragade and to other officers like Mr. Khemka and Durga Sakti Nagpal in the Uttar Pradesh. So, why is a country reacting in a haywire manner to a IFS officer given a treatment out of the country and the way civil servants are treated within the country? Why is there such a disparity between the treatments and the outcome for it?
I really appreciate your view on that, but at the same time I slightly take excuse because I am a government servant and this is in the US incident, Government of India has taken some decision, some stand, and a bureaucrat cannot go against it. That's the one thing. But on the general perspective, I'll tell you what is happening in India. There is always still a ray of hope, a light at the end of the tunnel for good officers. No doubt on that. Whether they get recognition from media, from civil society, or from government, there is always a chance. Maybe sometime they have to walk through a very thorny pathway, sometimes dark pathway, sometimes very illuminated, sometimes also happens some people are lucky that they have got very easy passes in their career and they really get the name and fame because of integrity and honesty. But I really encourage really I'll tell you how it happens. I have seen many corrupt people also. See, you will not get a sleep in the night. Because I'll tell you one incident you might have read in paper. One IS couple, very senior officers in the Madhya Pradesh. They were caught with their black money of 300 crore. They were keeping the currency in their toilet because now if you keep any currency or large amount deposit in a bank, there is automatically bank will intimate through the software itself to some monitoring agency in Delhi, central government. So ultimately how they were caught, how long they will keep money in their house, because they thought let us do some investment somewhere. They invested some insurance in the ICICI Prudential by giving a very large premium, and that was immediately intimated to income tax. The income tax found out how come this big money came and all those things. Ultimately the whole scam of 300 crore was. So it is not easy to survive in a corrupt, but I feel that people are really crazy and it's a disease. And somehow I don't know how think that they can get away now. It's not possible. Maybe 20 years before they were able to get away. But all Benami transactions, all illegal transactions will be caught somewhere. That's what I encourage youth. I mean, really, what Professor Chittale is also, this discipline, even in the manner of traffic light observation, also will reflect certain other things also. Because these are maybe a very frivolous. Because, okay, one say that, okay, that's the habit you cultivate, perhaps you'll be very against this corruption. Many people think that, okay, if I don't do, especially the typical attitude of the bandwagon effect, and secondly, prisoner's dilemma. That's a really very serious issue nowadays. Many people think that, okay, I do bribe a fellow, I get things might done, what is happening? But it is again a bandwagon, somebody is observing you. He also thought, why should not do the same thing? And prisoner's dilemma is very seriously. I'll tell you how this is exactly happening in our residential colony. Why road is narrow? Always, because the one fellow other side of road, he says, if I encroach 1 feet land, what is going to happen? The other side also does the same thing. And ultimately you land up, you go to one way, you cannot reverse your vehicle even also. That is the typical problem in our Indian really. I mean, very seriously you have to think on that. I mean, you also are, all youth are going to have their own houses. You are going to have your own, investment, all those things. Never think of this type of devious means really. Please try to understand. That's what I think Arvind Kejriwal is trying to, stress upon. I mean, these all maybe a helpline, or maybe he is encouraging to sting operation, but I think somewhere you have to bell the cat. I mean, enough is enough now. That's what I feel that. I hope I'm not going to your question in very particular because of my constraint. Thank you.
You know, the hand which takes, there is a hand which gives. You know, I learned from Mr. J.J. Irani that if you really want to cut corruption, cut that hand which gives. Fine? What sir I just now talked about, when you think about other people, that is inclusive growth. Today we call, it's not just to, I must share, for every function we call our administrative staff here for a lunch. Any occasion in the department we call them for have a dish. During Dasra I call all those Safai Kamgar for sweets and dish. I could see the feelings, you know, in the eyes of those workers. When you bother, when you really take care of such society, I think then that is what is HR, and that is where the inclusive growth starts. Try to understand that. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, so we'll just take one more question, friends.
Hello, sir. This is question for Oak, sir. Whenever we talk about inclusive growth of a country, there is a neglected part of the inclusion always done by the citizens and by the government as well. So it's about financial inclusion. Government has taken some steps regarding it, like RGESS scheme and all related programs by government. But very few Indian citizens knows about it. But could you throw a light upon financial literacy of India that can drive the growth of India towards 2020 vision?
Yeah. Again, it takes me back to my banking days when we had something known as priority sector lendings. Idea there was to give financial assistance to the weaker sections of society to help them come up economically. Now, as far as the other financial inclusion scheme of the government are concerned, my personal comment is that it's the government decision of